Hi there, I'm Jay Cormier, owner of Off the Page Games, and I'm here to announce that we're going to be canceling our $1 pre-Kickstarter pledge thingy. And now I just want to kind of explain some of the reasons that went into this and how I got into it in the first place. So when I first heard about this concept, the only example that I knew of in the board game industry was Botany. And it was gangbusters. Like they did an amazing job, raised over $1 million, and it sounded like a pretty cool concept. And there was no negative connotations at that time. And I'm like, it sounded pretty interesting. In my head, it was like, okay, you give me $1, and for that, I'll give you something bonus. In this case, for Core of Discovery, it was for 10 maps. That's what I thought would be a kind of a fair trade. And the whole kind of concept behind it was we know that if you commit $1, you're going to be way more likely to pledge and come back to the campaign than people that just click remind me. So that's like, well, okay, so there's some value that for me to get you to commit that $1. So I'll give you these 10 maps. That's what I thought. So it kind of made sense to me. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So I kind of went through the whole program, started doing it, and then of course, as we're seeing now, there's some negative feedback out there and some people that are not liking it and have a lot of opinion about it, which is totally fine and valid. And when I started to kind of analyze this and think about it more, some based on the comments from other people and from videos from, Liege of Games did a video and Board Game Co. Alex did a video, all, lots of valid points in there. I started to think about it and like, wait a second, what also bothers me about this from my perspective is that doing the dollar now to get some sort of bonus, and even though even though it's refundable, and even though you can get it the same thing later on Kickstarter, but for a higher price, that's effectively an early bird bonus. And I'm pretty anti early bird bonuses. I'm not a big fan of those at all on Kickstarter. And so that made me question, well, why am I doing this then? If it's the same kind of concept, and so I'm going to cancel. I'm going to refund all the people that have signed up so far, which might take a while. So hang on for a bit and until I get all that done. And on top of all this, I'm going to offer those 10 maps that were previously cost everybody $1 for free to everybody that backs the campaign. Any game you get, any edition of the game you get, you're going to get these 10 maps only on Kickstarter. So that'll now be a Kickstarter exclusive, another reason to back it on Kickstarter. So that's kind of my concept, my journey that I went on, and I don't want to disrespect any other publisher that are doing this. I don't want to jump on a bandwagon and say it's terrible and it's bad and all this kind of stuff. I don't mind it personally. I don't think it's terrible. I'm just not an early bird fan. So I know there's still companies and publishers that do early birds, and all the power to them. But I'm not a fan of that concept, and so good luck to anybody that uses this concept. But I'm gonna bow out, and I want to thank my backers of my previous campaigns that I told this about, and they had some feedback for me, and other people that have emailed me that are fans or whatnot, maybe not fans anymore, but were that gave me some feedback about how much they didn't like this concept. And that feedback, it really works. So I really appreciate when people communicate to me as a publisher the things that I can do better to make my games a better thing. It's examples recently are in the Harrow County game that just is launching now. Some of the backers are wanting a few more reference sheets that don't, that would help explain some of the setup and some of the factions a little easier. So we made that, and that's now available. So I like listening to my backers and to my followers in ways that can help make my games better. So thank you. Keep sending feedback in, and I hope to see you on the launch of Core of Discovery on April 23rd. Thank you.